Hello and good evening, YouTube. This is Kamikaze Games once again, here to answer your questions. And I got so many comments that I didn't expect to get this many, so I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible and answer as many as I can. So without further ado, Wacky Wing asks, what is your favorite kind of music, and on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think Trump is cool? Well, I have an infinite variety of music in my iTunes library. I mostly enjoy punk rock and 90s grunge, post-grunge, and industrial metal. That's most of it, but I do love Phil Collins. I do love Death in June, they're a band from Germany. Bee Gees, I love the Bee Gees, Avenged Sevenfold. And yeah, and David Bowie, so yeah. I hope that's a clear enough example of the music that I like. And I'm also a big fan of Kanye West. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a big fan of Kanye West. And on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think Trump is cool? I give him a 4 if 10 is good. I give Trump a 4. I like that he is a brash, loudmouth, in-your-face kind of guy, doesn't give a shit about what you say. That's kind of the reason why I like Kanye, but his policies, or lack thereof, are pretty terrible. And, yeah, Donald Trump, the fact that he's gotten this far should give you an idea of how much I think that America is fucked in the next couple of years. But in any case, I give Trump a solid 4. Northern Entertainment asks, if you were to be gifted one more game before the Steam Winter Sale ends within reason, what would you like? Now, I specifically waited for the Steam Winter Sale to end. Shut up, phone. I specifically waited for the Steam Winter Sale to end before making this video, specifically because of this. North, please stop buying me stuff. I'm a grown man. I can afford to buy things. But in all honesty, there isn't really any games that I want other than Far Cry 4 and Hitman 6 at the moment. Those are the only games that I really care to play right now. I just got done with Fallout 4. That took 70 hours out of my life. I need to get out more. So, those are the 2 games that I want, but please stop buying me stuff. North, I love you, man, but please stop buying me stuff. Are you our cactus? Yes. Mr. Lawyer Snoots, I think that's how you pronounce that, says, what is your opinion on the up-and-coming young drivers? Do you think they'll be any good? Alright, I'm going to try to rattle off as many as I can think of. Chase Elliott, I don't think he's going to perform as well as people would want him to. I say he's in contention for a couple of wins, might make the chase, but I don't think he does much. Ryan Blaney, I have a lot of confidence in Blaney. I think he's got the most talent out of the crop of drivers coming into the Sprint Cup Series this year. So Ryan Blaney, I'd say, in contention for a couple of wins and maybe even the chase. Just slightly better than Chase Elliott. It's going to be a good Rookie of the Year battle between the two. Brian Scott, well, he's not young and up-and-coming, is he? Brian Scott. 4, Jeffrey Earnhardt is my favorite of these drivers. But unfortunately, he's on a shitty team, so he's probably not going to do anything. Eric Jones, I like what this guy is doing. He looks to be one of the most promising young talents, even more so than Blaney and Elliott. I'd say he wins a championship within his first 5 years in the Sprint Cup, and I'm not even kidding. Darrell Wallace Jr. I like Darrell Wallace Jr. a lot more now, after he is no longer affiliated with Kyle Busch. But since he's on Roush, unless their program changes, I don't think he's going to do much. He might be in contention for a couple of wins next year. Who knows? Ty Dillon, I think he's better than Austin. That's really all I gotta say about Ty. Who else? I hope Ryan Truex gets a good ride. SFRN Production says, reaction to NASCAR's inconsistency and BS. I do this a lot in my NASCAR reviews. I think I'd had a review for every race except for the Brickyard 400 this year. So if you want a specific example from this year, I probably have a reaction for that. And speaking of reaction videos to races, I don't know what you're asking here, but I will say that I will be doing them next year. And I don't watch many. I'd say I watch Diet Do Hunter 88 for reaction videos, and Ultimate 23 Dragon occasionally for reaction videos. I don't know if this is what you're asking, but I tried to cover as many bases as I could there, so sorry if that's not what you wanted. 1436 Purcell Productions. Sorry. They ask, what do you think about Need for Speed? I don't know if you're talking about the series or the newest game, because I have yet to play the newest game due to the fact that I only have a PS3 and not a next-gen console, and it has not been released for PC to my knowledge yet. As for the series itself, it's been good. It started to suck around Pro Street, and then it got slightly better with Hot Pursuit on the newer consoles. And then the run happened, and it was like, no, this game is horrible. And then it sucked for a while, and I don't know about it now. So I hope that answers your question. How looks your face? It's beautiful. Foxtrot Productions asks, would you rather have a chance to race against your favorite NASCAR driver for one lap and talk to them afterwards, or gain an extra 7,000 subscribers? I would much rather have the first option of racing against my favorite NASCAR driver. Because if I got an extra 7,000 subs, it probably would not change the amount of views I get. Because I have an extra 19,000 subscribers and still get the same amount of views that I did before, so... Here we have a couple of questions from JG24 Games. Would you want to shoot Joey Logano? I would. No, it's not legal. With a paintball gun. If we got in a paintball match, then yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Do you think Mark Martin could return to drive one more race in the 99 at Roush? Well, he could. I would like him to drive the 6, but he could return. He won't, and I don't blame him for not, but I would like it if he did. And would you rather have Logano out of NASCAR or have Logano in the Modified or K&N series? I'd say out of NASCAR. Because I don't really watch the Modified or K&N series that often, mostly because it's not on television. But I'd hate to have to put that misery upon the people who like the Modified and K&N series. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to be miserable. Darth Vader Ed Jr. asks, would you rather be a millionaire or nuke Joey Logano? Well, if I was a millionaire, I could probably buy a nuke for like, okay, maybe not a nuke, but at least some sort of long-ranged projectile for less than $1 million. So I'd buy that for like $100,000 and throw a missile at Logano, and then I'd keep the extra $900,000 for myself. You see, best of both worlds right there. Gotta think outside the box with this shit. Armando Lederman asks, what players do you think the Cubs should get so they make it far in the postseason? I think they're doing a great job. They needed a few more pitchers. It got so much better this year. So much better this year, but they still need to work on that. They need a lot more experience. Lester can't keep the experience onto himself here. He needs more experience along with him in the lineup. I think they need to work on defense. Maybe more like the outfielders, because like Schwarber, love the guy, he did terrible in the frickin' Mets series there. So if they can work on getting, they did a great job of getting more experience in the pitching staff. Defense is where they should look next. They still got great batters. I think we're looking good for next year. Do you ever think that about playing MLB The Show and do a season mode on it? I have thought about this a lot, and I keep thinking like I'm just going to be playing it's just going to turn out the same way that Madden 09 Fantasy Challenge turned out, where I'm just playing like 4 episodes of the same game, or like the same matchup, and it would just turn out to be a really boring thing. If I had like another person to talk to, if it was like a Game Grumps style playing MLB The Show, then yeah, certainly I would love to do that, but I don't think doing it on my own will suffice the masses. And is Daniel Suarez going to win a race and also win in his first year of the Sprint Cup Series when he gets there, and is he your favorite? I totally forgot about Daniel Suarez. Is he going to win a race next year? Maybe. Why the hell is my phone going off so much? New from Jacqueline Glenn. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to make a video. I did not like Suarez that much this 2015 season. I thought he was just like a Roman Quiroga of sorts. Just like, oh, look, everyone, we have a foreign driver in our series. Like us more. Because he wasn't that great. He was just god-awful at Daytona. He got so much better near the end of the season. If he can show me that he is ready to be in the Xfinity Series and ready to win races, then I will consider him a favorite. Until then, I don't trust him for a second. Hopefully this answers your questions. Jeremy Isley asks, what was your reaction to the 2009 AMP Energy 500 when Mark Martin flipped? I know you told me in a comment, but I wanted to hear you talk about that in the video. Lol. Yeah. That was a dark, dark day in my life. That was literally a day that I just wanted to sit back and just die. And I saw that wreck happening. It was like in slow motion. And then Truex came down and clipped Martin. And I was like, oh. Oh. And I just about died that day. I was that close to just, alright. Alright. It was fun, guys. It was fun. See you in the afterlife, everybody. You know, that was just like, that was one of the most depressing days of my life, not gonna lie. I didn't really talk about this that much in the Why Do I Yell About NASCAR video. I could have probably added an extra 20 minutes to that. I don't want to, because, you know, like I said, I got a lot of questions that I need to burn through here. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, but yes, that was just god-awful. And I may have shed a tear or 15 that day. Michael DeFeo, I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, asks, I understand your deep hatred from Joey Logano, but what do you think his driving ability behind the wheel is? I genuinely don't know. At Gibbs, he was terrible. Okay, not terrible, he was like a step above Danica. So, slightly terrible. And then he moved to Penske, but he did not perform at Penske before Penske had that Brad Keselowski 2012 championship. And I'm just curious here, like, how would Joey Logano have been if they had a non-championship caliber Penske drive? Because Penske, clearly, they don't have much competition, but they're the best Ford stable in NASCAR right now. I'd say even better, like if you had the Roush Xfinity program in the Sprint Cup Series, I'd still think Penske would be better. But I don't know. In a mediocre car, Logano has always been mediocre. In a fantastic car like the 22, clearly he's been fantastic. I don't think I can make an accurate judgment on Joey Logano's driving ability until I watch this season, where we have the more competitive package, and hopefully a more even spread as far as not having Logano and Harvick dominate every race week in and week out. Until I see some genuine competition, I do not think I can make an accurate judgment on Joey Logano, but hopefully I can answer your question at the end of this season. If I remember, which I probably won't, so you should probably remind me. Henry Gruo asks, best Daytona 500? For the best Daytona 500 that I've actually seen, I would vote 2010. Jamie McMurray's a pretty cool cat, and that race had shit show written all over it. Juan Montoya, the frickin' concrete coming up, that had shit show written all over it, and it culminated in an excellent example of why we should have multiple green-white checkers into an amazing, event. And as for best Daytona 500 that I did not watch, Probably 79. Easiest answer in the book, but still, you know, it put NASCAR on the map, you know, blah, 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 blah. JJFan48 asks, would you ever do a live stream playing games with viewers? Absolutely. That would be pretty cool. And now, we're going to start rattling these off as fast as possible. And you're going to find out why in a moment. What was your reaction to the length of time it took for NASCAR to announce Nat Kenseth's penalty after Martinsville? The Orange Corns and all his buddies were making jokes on Twitter using breaking news, and I even put one of those directed to you about Tails and Kenny. I think that was wholly unnecessary. NASCAR could have just announced immediately after. I mean, I think everyone knew that he was going to get penalized in some way, shape, or form. They should have just done it like right away and just been like, yep. But no, they waited until NASCAR Race Hub was on to give Fox more views because, you know, they're stupid. Name of the next WTF race. It's going to be the Samsung Galaxy NASCAR 2016 Race to the Rally, Harley Davidson, Chevrolet, Ford, Toyota, and Dodge 3,876 miler at Las Vegas road course. 3.14, did Bernie Sanders kick ass in ABC's Democratic debate? Yeah, he did. Bernie's a badass. Your opinions on Donald Trump politics? I feel like I already answered this. Have your opinions on President Obama changed between years ago and now? You made a few videos about it in 2013. Not really. I didn't hate him before. I made that video because I wanted to... because I think The Amazing Atheist already said something about it. Like, yeah. I mean, he was the best that we had at the moment. Like, at that point, like, there was no Bernie, there was no Marco Rubio, there was no one that could possibly take his place and do anything better. So, now, you know, it's too late. If this was the start, if this was the middle of his second term and we had people like Sanders running around, I'd be like, impeach Obama already, goddammit. But as for now, no, it really hasn't. 6, bananas or lemons? I love bananas and I hate lemons. I hope this answers your question. 7, Joey Logano or the game Ride to Hell Retribution? Ride to Hell Retribution is actually a really fun game to bullshit around in. Like, it's such a broken piece of crap, and it's made by Eutechnics. That just makes it even better. Any rebuttal to Lulzy's strange claims about you being a pedophile? Alright, so here's the thing. He says that that only because I am playing a game which has pictures of naked fictional characters, I am automatically a pedophile. Well, let me give you a rebuttal to that, and it's called Nirvana Nevermind. That album has a picture of a naked baby on it. In most versions, you can actually see the penis of this naked baby. Technically, this is child porn. And using Lulzy's definition, anyone who has even looked at the Nirvana album Nevermind are automatically pedophiles. So, I don't know. The vast majority of the 1990s teenagers are pedophiles now. And, can I just add that Lulzy is kind of a frickin' egomaniac? Like, if you pay attention to what he does, he's like, I'm exposing pedophiles on the internet because I am very useful to the life and luxury of the internet. And you take a look at someone like Keemstar, who was recently called out by one of my favorite YouTubers, Critical, for being an absolute douchebag. If you look at his Twitter profile, you will see that his New Year's resolution is to expose Minecraft pedos. It seems to me that these douchebags find some sort of cathartic satisfaction in exposing certain YouTubers or just random people on the internet for being pedophiles. Oh man, I bow down to you in your infinite grace. Wow, you're just such a fucking useful piece of the internet. You're so great. Douchebags will be douchebags, and everyone on the internet has experienced this in some way, shape, or form. And Lulzy is just another example of an egomaniac who thinks that they're doing something important by falsely accusing random people on the internet of being pedophiles and racist because they need to satisfy their inner desire for attention. And yeah, so... And I hope you're watching this, Lulzy. I hope you take into consideration how much of an asshole you are and just give up in your never-ending quest for your own cathartic sexual satisfaction, and you will enjoy life a lot more. And yeah, so that's that. Jeffrey Gordon super values grocery store gripe customers. If I had to spend an entire day with grocery store gripe customers, it would be actually this past Christmas Eve. The place was flooded. There were these two guys. There's an entrance to the grocery store. You go through one door, then you enter into a little open area, and then you go through another door to get to the actual store. Two tall, fat guys stood there in the middle of that thing talking to each other. I had to freaking do gymnastics to get around them. I was going to do a rant video on it, but, you know, I never did. So Jeffrey Gordon is my answer. Dickinson, North Dakota, or Carlsbad, California. Cali, even in the most deadly of droughts. California all the way. I have California love, baby. Number 11 favorite YouTube poop. Tough one. As far as the ones that I've made, I'm going to say Rudolph Fights for Gay Rights. That's the longest one that I made in over a year. And it gave me confidence as a video editor again. Like, I haven't made a video that good in so long, and it was just very satisfying to be able to make a 7-minute long YouTube poop after all this time. As for ones that other people have made, it's by Hurricoaster, I think, and it's like Spingebill something or other. And like the first part came out like 1 year, and then the second part came out another year. I don't know. It's great though. If I find it before this video is uploaded, I'll, you know, put it as an annotation or something. How has college been, and did you finish that FNAF essay for us to see? College has gone great. Got a 3.8 GPA, so I feel good about myself in that sense. And I did finish that FNAF essay. I actually did post that in a tweet. RXD, Nakainu, however you say his name now, he took a look at it. If you don't want to look through my Twitter postings, I will read it myself on this channel eventually. And number 13, favorite NASCAR commercial. One of the ones from a while ago. It's the one with the heat is on, and it's the Coca-Cola family commercial, and it's the heat is on by Glenn something. Yeah, that's a good one. I like the heat is on. I remember when that played at the grocery store one day, and I just absolutely rocked out. 16 was 02 through 04 from Joey Logano Daytona 500 win vid. Good eye! But that's really the only rage video that I've had at that capacity in this setting. So, yeah, it wasn't that difficult to figure out, but you know, good job. Yes, that was from that video. And 17, any chance you could do a Super Bowl 50th anniversary review? It's very likely that I will. I will be wallowing in self-misery for the Chargers not making it yet again, but I will do a review. So yeah. And now for JJ48 six packs. Many questions. 1. Can you play Hoonie Pop for the channel? Funny you should say that. If you only had one food item to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I'm torn between tacos and pizza. I'm gonna say pizza, because you can have a lot more different kinds, and I actually did survive a whole week off of pizza once. Then again, I have also survived an entire week off of tacos once. Those were very good weekends, but I'm going with pizza, man. Gotta go with pizza. Do you watch Dash Games? Yeah. Do you watch I Hate Everything? I used to, not anymore. What's the worst song you've ever listened to? I don't know what it's called, but it played one day when I was at the grocery store. It sounded absolutely atrocious. And even... I think it might have been something by Britney Spears. It sounded like Britney Spears. It was newer pop. It was a hit station that was playing. And it was just absolute trash. I wish I had Shazam on my iPod back then. Because then I could have freaking found out what that song was because it was so trash. I remember I was stocking soup. I was stocking Campbell's soup. And I was like, the fuck is this shitty music? But anyway, I don't know what it is. Which is very unfortunate. Here's another game suggestion. How about Burnout 3? That game is perfect for the channel. I'm doing a 11th anniversary review for Burnout 3 once I get back to college. I don't know if this is good enough, but I'm definitely making a video on Burnout 3. I also have a split screen on Burnout 3, played with one of my bestest of friends ever, and you can check that out in my split screen playlist. What NASCAR game will you play after 07 is done? I'm thinking I'm going to move right into NASCAR 08, but I'm not sure yet. The thing is, I still have over a year's worth of NASCAR 07 to upload if I upload one part of NASCAR 07 a week. So, we have plenty of time to decide this, but as for now, probably NASCAR 08. Have you listened to Trapeze yet? If so, what do you think, and what's your favorite Trapeze song? So far, my favorite's Jury, but that's subject to change. I'm still starting to delve into the discography, so for now, it's Jury. I'll get back to you later, maybe. Can you do reaction videos? I know you did reaction to PSAs on your YouTube poop channel, but I was thinking you could maybe react to some YouTube poops. Although, also it doesn't matter if those videos are on your main channel or on your second channel. Maybe if I get, you know, uber lazy. I got another copyright strike on the Sonic Fan Chart channel, so I'm kind of towing the line over there for now, but yeah, maybe. Can you start a reading your comments series? I know that Markiplier and other YouTubers have been doing this, but I think it would be cool if you read our nice comments. Besides, it's something different compared to the retarded comments videos. It would be like this. We could tell you the videos that contain those comments, and you can screen cap them, and you can read them in a video. I think I would. The problem is, I don't get that many comments outside of the Five Nights at Freddy's video, the Tails XX Cosmo video, and they're mostly all of the same. Like, if I got, like, an average of 50 comments per video, and they were all by, like, you know, a whole bunch of different viewers every time, like, one crop of viewers in one video and another crop in another, you know, I would love to do that. The problem is, I don't really get that many comments. It was actually a dream of mine to have enough viewers as to where I actually could do that. You know, back before I started the channel, it was one of my dreams to be able to do that. But as for now, that's looking to be likely, probably not soon, but if you do have comments and you could screen cap them, then by all means. By all means. Since others are doing this in the comments, I will going to do it too. Would you rather drink your own urine or eat your own poop? I actually have drank my urine once. I remember it happening too. I was at the hospital getting a checkup, and I went to the bathroom, tried to urinate, and it got all over my hand. And since no one else was there, I was like... And I don't actually remember how it tastes, so... What's your favorite fanfiction story? Tails Back in Diapers, undoubtedly. It's an amazing story how I managed to find that. I was using the search box, and I was trying to find a new Tails background for my desktop. So I typed in Tails Back and then ground, but it lagged when I did Tails Back. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw one of the suggested results as Tails Back in Diapers, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I searched it, and lo and behold, the greatest thing ever in my life. Oh, yes. But in any case, yes. That would be my favorite fanfiction story. As for one that I've written myself, ooh, didn't think I was going to do that, were ya? It's currently at Sonic the Comedy. It's an ongoing writing You can find it on my fanfiction.net profile, Ralph Nader Panty Raider. Just rolls right off the tongue. Speaking of fanfiction, when will you continue blind fanfiction reading? Also, please keep the comic book style. It's hilarious. I think before this video is uploaded, I will have my most recent fanfiction reading uploaded. And as far as the comic book style is concerned, I can only do that on my laptop. And my laptop is a real bitch and a half because the processor's like a 2 gigahertz. Which means that rendering a video takes about 7 times longer than on this. So if I do continue blind fanfiction reading, it probably won't be in a comic book style. But I do anticipate bringing it back eventually. What's your favorite Pixar movie? I think I'm gonna have to go with Finding Nemo for that one. I think that was like one of the first Pixar movies I actually watched in theater. And even today, it still holds up. Yeah. Close second goes to Cars 2, just kidding. How's Batman doing? He's back to his crime-fighting ways, he's fully recovered. And he's ready to kick some more ass. Batman probably won't be appearing in a video for a while. Maybe because I forgot the mask at college, but you know, he's doing good. Do you like Government Mule? They're a southern rock band, and I think you would like. Yeah, they're pretty good. Don't really have a favorite song, but yeah, they're pretty good. What's your favorite Bad Religion song? Oh, I want to say New America. I used New America in an example during English 12 in high school last year. I should just have an entire series talking about what I did in English 12 last year. Because I just did not give any shits in English 12 last year. It was fun. It was fun. I mean, doing the actual class was terrible, but man, looking back on it, that was great. Will you do Helltober next year? Yeah, probably if I find enough good games. I might do a live stream one day instead of like a whole week. If I have a Game Grumps style by then, I really hope to have a Game Grumps style eventually, but you know. What's your favorite cartoon? Ed and Eddie by far. I still watch that to this day. I mean, I still watch a lot of cartoons to this day, but I still watch that show specifically to this day because it's just... It's so juvenile, but yet it's so great. Did you build or buy your gaming PC? It was a Walmart bundle. Technically, they built it. Technically, I chose the components, they built it and sent it to me. So it's kind of half and half in that sense. But it was on Walmart, it was a bundle for $800 and something actually. Hold on. Okay, apparently I only brought my deposit slips rather than my actual checks from college, but I actually have the check back side that had the computer purchase, and I could have shown you it. Actually, no, I couldn't have done that because I would have been giving you my credit card information, which would have been embarrassing. Yeah. Do you like Kenny Wayne Shepherd? He's another blues guitarist that I think you would like. I suggest listening to his best known song, Blue on Black. Yes, Kenny Wayne Shepherd's the best. I was listening to Blue on Black back when it was released. Oh my god, that was great. Good stuff. I'm so glad they added that to Rocksmith 2014. If you could bring 3 people back from the dead, who would they be and why? Wayne Static, number 1. His legacy is not complete. We need a Static X reunion. John Lennon. Once again, his legacy wasn't completed either. We needed that Beatles reunion. Oh my god, that would have been probably an earth-shattering reunion had the Beatles came back together. As for number 3, I'm going to dabble outside of the music community, and I'm going to go with my selection as Bruce Lee. because he was a badass actor, died too early. He needed to fight Jackie Chan at some point. He might have. He needed to collaborate with Jackie Chan, is what I'm saying here.
Handy, no sweet, no sweet. Here